Hello everyone, and welcome back to a special episode of Minecraft. I just recently hit 1,000 hours in the Switch version of Minecraft, which is the single most amount of time I've hit into one video game on a single console, with all the data tracking I have available to me. So I'd like to show off where all this time went into. Show off the two biggest worlds that I have available to show off. So this first one is one one of my roommates in college and I worked on for a while. For basically the 1 year we lived together. It's not the spot I wanted to be in. You get a little sneak preview. It was basically a couple of months we put into it. We stopped living together after COVID happened, after the outbreak. So, September through March, basically, that much of the year. Alright, this is the start. This is where I believe spawn is. There's nothing down that way. First off, I'm going to start in this direction because it's the least important and least nice looking. We have this bridge, which comes out this way. Post-COVID, I played a little bit just to make these bridges and fuck around a little bit in the world. Just have the crossroads going in each direction. This goes off to a village we'll go to later. These ways don't really go anywhere, and this is back towards the main area. So these are just, regular buildings. Haven't really done anything with them. Just wanted to build with, diorite, andesite, granite, all that. This building is another building made of cobbled brick full of stone. Another building made of made of stone brick, full of beds and stuff. This is a bit of a lighthousey type area. There's a better one that I'll get to later, but I like having this one out by the ocean. Head down and back out. Head off to a different area. Head back. Head west this time. Start. I'm not going to start with this building yet. We'll head down these stairs. So down here, this is the small library I built. It's kind of a last-second tucked away edition. Not really anything special or nice looking at all, just here to have it. This way, I believe was a mine? Yes, this was a mine shaft I had going off in this direction. This was another, just place to have buildings made, filling out the, this peninsula that was here. Nothing actually special about it, just buildings. So it's up that staircase up here. So now we get into this building. This is the first of several farms. This is the cocoa farm. It has a way to get into the redstone if something accidentally breaks, which is common for redstone, when I'm doing it at least. So that, it also connects to this tunnel, which I will explain a little bit more later when I get to it. Right, so come back, now walk in. This is the front. I think this is where, farms would have gone. animal corrals if we had gotten that far, which we did not. Didn't really need to. We have bamboo, sugarcane out front. So my roommate did most of the architecture stuff. He was very good at it, had a vision, set out, and did it immediately. It was very, very cool. It's very quick with it. So, all these walls you can walk inside and walk basically around the perimeter of the entire place, just from the inside. Come up here, this goes inside. Yes, you can go that way, go up, all that sort of thing. But you walk inside, come over to the right here. And so this is where I was originally going to start. This is our bedroom, basically. Leads to... Oh, where's this thing? It's here. To the top of this tower. This is just another tower up here. Nothing special about it. Just this one went unfinished. But all right. Next up, let's keep going to the right side. This way, arch entrance place. Another tower. So our nether portal is. It's the end of the bridge. This is Gary. He's a zombie. Hi, Gary. So these all connect to the village out that way. No, I guess we did have animal pets out here. Obviously not very big or, like visually spectacular or anything, but they exist. I guess it's a better place to put them than out front. In this building... So I'll explain more of what's in here later, but here's a sneak peek. But first, down here is another mine shaft. I'm not going to go down and back up, but it's just to show you that that's there. We head off to the west, or well, the left of the main entrance, technically north, I guess. Another room, another tower that I'm going to get inside of. It's the bigger... We're on this, peninsula here, the top left. It's one of the bigger maps that I had started and not totally finished just because of how big it was. This is another quote-unquote lighthouse. It's more of a, lantern building, quote-unquote. It's more for the light than the boats at sea, but, more redstone. So you can go out to other parts of the wall and all that, too. Out here is a courtyard. Didn't really do anything with it aside from this tree, just with the stuff underneath. Didn't really have a good thing to do with this area on top. We head underneath, and this is the farm to plant, wheat and potatoes, carrots, beetroot, all that. You press the button, water comes out. It pushes it all into these hoppers, and it goes towards sorting. Push the water again. It goes away, replant, and let it grow. This goes into the redstone again. Yeah, so that tube from before, that meets up right in here. And so that the line from that from the cocoa farm, it all gets pushed into the hoppers that go underneath all the way through the tube and meet up here with this farm. And I'll show more where that goes later too, since we're not done with that yet. Inside the house, this is our main lobby. We have this tube of water for quick ascent, descent, etc. And the aesthetic. Very, very much like the aesthetic of it, too. This fireplace, no tactical purpose, but it looks nice, and it goes all the way up and out the building, if you saw the smoke earlier. This is trash. You open the chest, put stuff in, it'll go through the hoppers and into droppers that, you know, drop stuff into lava, so we don't have to deal with it again. These are our furnaces. Again, I'll get to what's behind it in a bit. It's all one big connected system, which I think is really cool, but I think I'll show that last. So there's our big map of the island. A little more zoomed in. I think this... Basically, these 16 maps is about as big as the one I have in my hand, but it's bigger and more detailed on the wall. So where are we on that map? We're in, like, this building here. And I'm eventually going to come out and show, like, this area and out here and all that. So out this way is another courtyard, just more natural area underneath some of the bigger buildings. This was a marketplace with sheep and stalls and stuff that my roommate again built. It's very, very cool. Oops, that did not quite load it quite fast enough. Yeah, lots of stalls. All this connects back into like the walls and stuff. Going out this way real quick, I remember building an Eiffel Tower in Pocket Edition on a road trip once, and I wanted to do it again here, and so I did. This also connects back with the village from before. Heading back inside. Come in through here. So this is on top of, above from before. Come in this way, and like this is the courtyard from before from above. Come up this way at the top of the tower. This didn't quite get finished either. It's okay. We head in here. It's only to the same place. Yeah, okay. So this was... I'm not sure what we were going to do here. Underneath us is the last stuff I'm going to get to. There's just, you know, more space for stuff to go as we were going to need it. Okay, before I get to this chest, I'm going to show what's down here. So this is the, fireplace from below goes all the way through there and up the ceiling. Grab. It should be getting grabbed. I don't know why it's not going off. Okay, that should be continuing to go. Both of these should be. Yeah. Anyway, so this is our bamboo farm. I'll keep them running until they can, keep them running and figure out why they're not working properly later. You know, it's a whole thing, they're not actually working properly. But yeah, bamboo gets farmed here, collected, put into this chest here, and then that chest. Finally go down through this way. This goes all the way back up to the top where I was. It's that same place. As well as the roof. Excuse me. So this is the top of that chimney. So that comes come back down here. Farm level. This is where we have like potions and stuff. So that would all come into here. It's the bottom side of the bamboo. And so this minecart will take the bamboo and it goes in between the walls and leads it all down here into these into the backsides of these chests with bamboo inside. And on the other side, and so, well, and now I can explain what the thing in here was. So in here, this chest that was there was a chest that was in the building at the very top of this area. So this chest, we put stuff in here. It would get sorted based on what it was, and this would now need some updating with, you know, changes that Minecraft has gotten since, you know, early 2020. You know, you would have your meats, fish, potatoes, ores, and cobblestone, all that stuff in here. It would sort them. If it was one of these things, it would put them in the correct furnace. If it wasn't, it would keep it going. They would get smelted. Fueled by the bamboo, so on and so forth. And so, both the smelting and the farms from earlier, those tunnels, would all get put in here. So they would all come meet up with the farm stuff from the other side and get sorted based on, you know, this is dirt, this is regular stone, this is sand, etc., etc. And, you know, go all the way down. A long way of stuff this way, loop back around. More stuff. And we have, what, 1, 2, and we have at least 2 more, 3, 4, you know, 4, you know, layers of this stuff. Didn't quite get to one of everything we collected at all. But, you know, it'll enough room for a lot of stuff to be sorted and completed and like and all that. Didn't always work exactly the way I wanted it to, but you know, if eventually I might want to make this again and see if I can get it done properly. But yeah, that's the first world I wanted to show off. It was one my former roommate and I put a lot of time into, and that I'm very happy with. It's very pretty, and I do owe him some thanks for all the architecture work and all that stuff he did to help out with this. So it was definitely not all my work on this one, but one that I'm proud of for what we both did. So on to the next one. This next one is one that I put a lot of. The one that I did do all myself. I might have, you know, streamed on this Minecraft world once before at some point, just as a one-off stream or something like that. But I've spent a long time, a lot of my own effort on this one as well, and I'm very proud of it too. Okay, this is not where I want to be. Start off. Didn't really plan through where to start this before I started, actually, so a bit on the fly, but no big deal. Okay, we'll start out front. So we have these, you know, 3 big spruce trees out front and the entire house behind us. So the house is symmetrical both left to right and I guess front to back or side to. It's symmetrical on both axes, just in terms of layout. So what you'll see on one side, you'll see on the other, the middle. So spruce trees in the front. You go in through the bottom here first. My house is originally in this pit. There was a cave nearby that I dug through to get it to basically that point and hollowed all this out because the chasm was mostly there, and I just made it more even, more circular. You come here, and so this is just up top, up above where we were. This is that same circle above. We come here. This is the ground floor. So this is about the center of the house. It's where the symmetry lies. This half, this half, this half, this half. So this is where my bed was, if you didn't notice that. This is the end of the one furnace I have going. Or the one set of furnaces. Have a lot of copper being smelted that I don't know what to do with. This side is... This room and the room on the other side of this is all storage. And we have stuff to smelt still, coal, valuables, this is all stone. And then over here is like seeds, veggies, all that stuff. I'll show that off a little more later. This side, another chasm that I did have to build out basically all of. Cover up of. It's because there was not one already pre-made there. 3 more spruce trees out here for, the symmetry. Built this up to, have it the same. There is that. That's part of the tunnels that I'll show off later. Eventually we'll get to it. Come up here. So this is the furnace. It's not all filled with sticks yet. That is the goal one day, but it's full sticks up to this point, and then all the hoppers below are. But a lot of copper being smelted. There's four regular furnaces going off. So that's what basically this entire floor is dedicated to. Off to this side, we have the library. We also have the nether portal right below me here. In its own room. I'll show that off later when I go downstairs. But this is the library. It took a lot of sugarcane to make all these bookcases and bookshelves. All that. It was lots of growing stuff. There's the portal, just to show it. This side, excuse me, this is the greenhouse area. It's just trees in here. This is just a way out of the house on both sides, and trees in the back. 3 more spruce. So I've used it for just about everything that's most common in the area. So I have 3 more for the farm, as well as 2 oak, 2 birch, a dark oak, a jungle, an acacia, 2 cherry, and 3 mangrove trees. I want to use the mangrove for something eventually, but I don't really know what to do with it yet. It doesn't really fit with this house, and I don't really know what else to put in this world yet. Beyond what I've done. So, I'll figure it out eventually. I just one day I'll use mangrove. This is where, so on both sides, a little staircase that leads into this chasm. At the bottom of the chasm, I eventually, recently, one of the more recent things I've been doing is entrance to a mine. So, this cavern was already here. Kind of stretched that way a little bit too, and it's like this chasm on this side, this hole was like halfway into a canyon that was already stretching through here, so I had to dig some of it out, but not all of it, and fill it up with the wood. But yeah, strip mine this way for cobblestone, and been going around to get all the stuff out. Come in up this way. I don't really know what to do with this floor here. I could eventually might be like storage, but I haven't filled everything out yet. There is this trash here, like in the other world where we throw stuff in and it gets pushed into a dropper, and then spat out. But nothing really on this floor yet so far. One more floor down, and this is the transportation level. Have my horse if I need him, or her. Haven't named him yet. Do have a name tag, but haven't done anything yet. One of 4 tunnels. This is the longest one so far. I did not mean to do that. Just have to destroy it and make another one. Where are my carts in creative mode? There we go. It goes out. This one goes out thousands of blocks in that direction. Because I'm nowhere near a lot of sand, and so this place needs a lot of glass, and without sand you can't get glass easily, and I needed a way to get there and back quickly, and so that's the minecarts aren't done yet in any direction. They've only just been started on that one, but that is why I have the tunnels built in the first place. This side, so that side only has the one. This side, this one goes out to the west. It's the east. This is the one we saw earlier, and the north. Come out to the east side, and it's longer than I remember it being. Ta-da! We're outside. Okay. That's this area. We went through that with the furnaces. Up here is where I've automated everything. All my farms and such. A way to see into the greenhouse for the trees from here. But this side we have the bamboo farm. In the middle is bamboo is fully automated. Press a button, it gets destroyed. It keeps growing. There's a way to automate it further with, I don't remember what they're called, but like they see that it's grown all the way and tells the thing to push it out, but it didn't work the last 3 times I've tried, and I'm too lazy. I find the button works just fine. We have pumpkin and watermelon in the middle. It's not automated at all. You have to go through with the axe. I've had an idea as to how to automate it, but I haven't tested it at all, so I don't really know if it's going to work properly or not. There's, an idea, but not quite there yet. Then there's cocoa beans on this side. This one I don't think we can fully automate, but, it's push a button and replant. It's pretty easy. Sugarcane and cacti, as well as, you can see animals in the background. This one is fully automated. It's basically fully automated at this point too. It's push a button and let it keep growing. And then this is the chest full of everything, where it all flows to. Up at the top, and one of the last things is the crop farm. I only have potatoes and beetroot in there right now because that's what I'm needing most of. But I'm putting carrots and wheat in there as well for everything else too on a normal basis. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, there's one more level I didn't show off, actually. Not that spectacular or anything. It's just, if I'm showing everything off, I might as well show everything. One more level. One more level down is the pool. Was wondering what to put in the game, put in the house, and a friend suggested a pool, and so I did. It's not much more to it than that. Is anything else down? No. And that should just about be it. Take a little sleep tonight. And yeah, that's where a lot of, not every single one of the 1,000 hours, but it's where just about everything has gone into were those. That first world with my roommate, the first, year-ish. And then this one, not quite since. It's been the last 2 or 3 years. Not quite the entire, 5, but, for a while since. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time for whatever I do next. Thanks.